All right, we are doing another 1 hour learning challenge. This time it's gonna be for juggling. We haven't opened the balls yet, but we will. There's 3 of them, and I have my share house friend with me right here. So I'm not gonna do this challenge alone, we're both gonna try it. Yeah, let's go ahead and open this up.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
Let's do, I guess, an initial evaluation. Okay, so I just smacked myself in the face. That's my initial test.
I'll see.
Okay, so we're starting off in a very, very poor place. So the goal after 1 hour is to be much better than that. So the 1 hour learning challenge for juggling begins. This video is gonna showcase my journey from starting like that to ending like this. Yes, okay. But let's go ahead and start at the beginning. The first phase. We struggled to learn completely on our own. Luckily, my friend had some ideas on what to do already. I feel like if we can confidently catch 2 balls at once, then it'll significantly improve our chances.
Yes, there.
This is so hard.
It is.
And it so happens that his technique for throwing 2 balls was the same one we ended up seeing in a very, very useful tutorial later. So luckily we weren't wasting our time with this phase. However, we definitely got distracted at certain points. There was one juggling technique that I always wanted to do more as a kid, like master. It's the one hand with 2 balls.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. Oh, there.
and weren't very productive. I was definitely off task a lot of the times. And we did also spend a little bit of time doing things that probably didn't help that much. I actually feel like I spent an equal amount of time talking and walking around picking up balls from the grounds as I did trying to juggle. The moment when Zuko was like on that date with embossing Say and was like saying, oh yeah, we work at a circus, I juggled. And then he juggled and it was terrible.
I'm the prince of the fire niche.
We can't even catch the ball, come on. Catch the ball.
Oh, there, you're almost there. Yeah.
No, I don't think that's almost there.
Oh. Oh.
You know, my goal is to do 5 of those. If I can do 5...
5 rotations, yeah.
If I can do 5, I'm good. Even if I'm moving around, I'm okay. I need to have a goal, you know? A part of me regretted setting a goal that was that high. All right, so that was 20 minutes of flailing around, not really accomplishing much. So now we're gonna look up some tutorials to see if that can help us improve.
You want to juggle 3 balls in just 2 minutes.
So after watching a 2-minute tutorial that I will link down below, we began our second phase journey. And I was definitely being a whole lot more careful about my technique. How much he moves his hands, you know? Yeah, he's like moving it all the way up to his shoulder area when he throws. That's quite high actually.
Except now it's the second ball reaches its
But when he catches the ball, it's like near his neutral position. Okay, that's good to know, But the most important lesson that I learned from the 2-minute tutorial was to juggle with 1 ball first, switching hand to hand, then 2 balls, where you're trying to emulate the motion of what it might feel like with 3 balls. And in order to do that, you need to be able to initiate the throw with your right hand and your left hand. I think throwing it left side is like teaching me something that I was missing back then.
I feel that.
The same rules apply when you add that final 3rd ball. You want to initiate the throw with your right hand and your left hand to get used to it.
It's okay, it's all good. Practice.
Also, I will say that it definitely helped during the challenge that I was hyping myself up the entire time, telling myself that I can do it.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it, hands. You got this. However, no amount of hype can compensate for real skill. So I continued to mess up over and over and over again. But with practice comes improvement. And I definitely noticed myself improving over time. Unfortunately, despite being in the second phase, we were still distracted by just doing a couple random fun ideas, like trying to juggle with each other. All right, now we are in the final phase, the final 20 minutes. I feel like the 20 minutes of tutorials were productive for me.
It's decent.
Decent. I think both of us have improved a good amount, and final 20 minutes is going to be for working on the end goal. For me, that's doing 5 in a row. And what is yours?
For me, just doing 1.
That's a solid goal. But 5 in a row is my goal, and I really, really want it. So I'm gonna just keep going until I get it. Obviously, you know, you can at any point, but let's try. And try I did, because I did not succeed in the final phase. Fortunately, my friend did. He met his goal of making 1 whole round. Nice. You did it, right?
I think so.
I was looking at my own balls, but I can see you in the mirror.
Yeah.
So congratulations to my friend for completing his goal. Unfortunately for me, I still had a long way to go.
Just went straight on your head.
But at the very least, I was seeing some improvement.
Ooh. Ooh.
But that improvement was short-lived because I was getting tired.
I'm getting tired.
We have been doing this for about an hour.
I think I'm starting to plummet in terms of...
One last minute.
One last minute? All right, let's go.
But despite the tiredness, there's one thing about me that really helps with these challenges. And it's that I'm extremely stubborn, especially when I set a goal and get really focused in accomplishing it.
4 months later.
I feel like I can get 5 in a row. I feel so close! Oh my god! Come on!
Ooh.
Get so close. So close. I can feel it. There's something there. There's something there that like, I know it's so close. I don't know.
However, I knew it was time to at least take a break.
Okay, we went over by maybe 5 minutes. And I was not able to do 5 in a row, which is somewhat expected, to be honest. But I do feel like I've improved significantly just practicing the one method where it's like just that. Doing it over and over again. So I can do that better, but I just feel like one thing needs to change and then I'll be able to do it. But I'll try again a little bit more today. But thank you so much for joining me on this.
Yeah, no problem. Practicing was pretty fun as much as I'm fumbling most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, as much as you just like practice and enjoy and kind of get it over time, I'm probably sure eventually we'll juggle better.
But this is gonna be, this is not gonna be the end for me. I'm gonna get this. I know I might just practice a little bit more today later, but it's time to take a break. That was terrible. That was terrible. This is what happens.
You want to do one more try?
This is what happens when you juggle for an hour. You can't do it anymore. I think I'll practice with those balls next time. Okay, last time. Yep, okay. That's it for this session.
Yep.
Managed to get worse.
So after a 3-hour break, I got back to it, starting over from the fundamentals and building it back up. And somehow, in this session, things began to click.
We're just gonna practice a little bit. Practicing with these definitely is better than the ping pong balls. I feel like the ping pong balls were like holding me back for sure. And I feel a lot more comfortable with my left hand starting compared to earlier. Like it feels more or less the same as my right hand now. So back then I was thinking more like, oh, how do I do it right, you know? Now I'm like, I'm doing it right. I just gotta keep doing this. And then anytime I mess up, like, why did I mess up?
So I would continue to practice like this for about 70 minutes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not the water bottles.
And at a certain point, I just stopped talking completely and got really, really focused. It's like my whole world just became all about throwing and catching balls. And I was not going to stop until I reached my goal. 5 rounds of throws, which means counting up to 15.
Oh my gosh, I hate when that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
One thing that stood out to me was the fact that I was improving, but mostly with catching the balls. In terms of throwing the balls, I still had an issue of throwing them either in front of me and making me move, or just throwing them way too far away from me.
Nice.
I also noticed that I was starting to do two types of throws. One that I consider kind of cheating, where I scoop the ball into the center and then throw it upwards. And then the correct way, where I keep my hands sort of apart from each other, throwing them side to side. For the purposes of this challenge, it didn't matter which one I was doing, but at least for later on, I want to make sure the juggle looks as clean as possible. So it is important to note for the future. Either way, as the hour continued, I was getting closer to the goal of 15 throws. But don't let the editing fool you. I definitely continued to mess up a lot.
1, 2, 3.
But anytime I messed up, I immediately picked up the balls and tried again and again and again. Honestly, within that 70 minutes, I have no idea how many reps I did. But it's safe to say, I did at least 1,000 times more reps this day than in my entire life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And because of that, I finally reached the goal. 3 times actually that day.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I feel like the camera didn't capture that. Yes! Okay. I think that was in 17. So we finally passed it. Oh man. It's like a different type of fun compared to the Rubik's Cube. I'm even surprised how I'm able to do this right now. I feel like these are somehow better than all the ones that I've previously done. Coming in from the middle like that. What the heck? How am I able to do this? Okay, I'm pretty sure that was close to 15. Anyways, that's like the cheating method.
And because I'm also editing this 3 days into the future, I can also mention that I'm doing 2 sessions of 10 minutes of practice per day. And as of now, my success rate with doing at least 15 throws has increased a lot.
Dang it. Okay, that was good. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna consider this one a success in terms of completing the 15. In terms of juggling, we can sort of do it now compared to back then. I think the real test is to see if I can do this again tomorrow, a week from now, and so on. But honestly, this was a fun challenge. I'm not even trying to catch the balls right now. I'm just letting my brain do its thing. No more focus. I can't focus anymore. But this was fun. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Yeah, 3 hours. That was like 3 hours, right? 3 hours total. Almost. That was 1 hour and 20 minutes. The challenge was 1 hour and 10 minutes. So it's 2 hours and 30 minutes, and this was recording for about 6 minutes. So about 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think I did the math right. Yeah, 2 hours and 40 minutes to juggle, I guess, 15 throws for 3 balls. That was quite the challenge. But all right. Nope. All right, but we managed to do it. All right. No, that's such a bad ending. Oh well. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.